What is up, everyone? So today I want to do a quick chat about one of my favorite ways to train the anaerobic energy system, and that is Tabata shuttles. So this is a really good exercise that I'm currently using in the Total Athlete program. Super effective, and I'd like to break it down. So before we start that, let's break down what is anaerobic conditioning. So anaerobic exercises are basically exercises of short, intense bouts that pushes your body to rely on energy without utilizing oxygen. Unlike aerobic exercises, which are typical longer endurance exercises, which relies predominantly on oxygen to fuel your muscles. Anaerobic exercises are all about speed and power, and exercises that are really intense and that are typically done with short rest times repetitively. So why is this important? Well, if you play sport, your sport will require short bursts of energy, short rapid movements reacting to plays, and you have to do that at high speeds, and that essentially is also what anaerobic exercises are. So whether you're sprinting down a field and the play takes a short break and then all of a sudden the play goes again and you have to sprint towards something else, that essentially is what anaerobic exercises are, and you basically have it in almost every single sport. Anaerobic exercises are the higher, more end of the spectrum of intense conditioning. And the reason training this well is so important is because even though your sport might not necessarily be extremely conditioning based, but it does contain high efforts every now and again, you'll be able to recover quicker from these high efforts if you have a good anaerobic conditioning base. So if you had to do a sprint effort to chase someone down, if you have to do that again, or if you have to chase a ball down and you have to do a sprint effort, you have to do that again shortly, you'll be able to recover faster, and it's more likely that the next rep will also just be just as quick as the next one. Where if you have a poor anaerobic conditioning base, then that next rep will not be as fast as that first rep because you will get more tired, and your recovery will be much slower to get back to that place. So now that you know more or less why it is important, here is one of the exercises I love to use to train this. It's called the Tabata shuttle. So if you've ever done Tabata is really simple. It's any type of work for 20 seconds on with 10 seconds rest, done 8 times. Now, what you're going to do is, this is called the Tabata shuttle. So you'll probably need a field no more or no less than 20 meters. So you don't necessarily need a lot of space to execute this conditioning drill. For a measuring aspect of this drill, you will need to measure out 20 meters and also mark the middle point of that 20 meters, which is 10 meters, with a cone as well. When 20 seconds starts, you will need to sprint as many times up and down on this 20-meter shuttle as possible in the 20-second time. You will then rest for 10 seconds, get back to a line in that 10 seconds, doesn't matter which one, and then go again. You repeat this 8 times. For the measuring aspect of this, I really like this because I like to measure how far my athletes can go in this Tabata shuttle each time. And when they can go further, it's a good indication that their anaerobic pace has improved. And it's real simple. If you've marked out the 10 meters one in the middle, how it will work is every time you sprint and you make a full shuttle, you've done 20 meters. So when you've gone to the other side, you've made 20. So let's say, for example, in your first bout of 20 seconds, you go to the line across from you, so the 20-meter line, you make it all the way back. That's 40 meters that you've traveled so far. And if you go to the next one, then time stops just as you reach the middle, or just as you pass the middle point. Then you will stop and you will measure from the closest line behind you. If the closest line behind you is the middle mark, which was that 10 meter, then you obviously travel 20, 40, you just crossed the middle, then it's just 10 meters that you got. So that's 50 meters in total. You count up all your meters that you cover across every single rep, and you total them up and see how much meters you covered. A good aim is to get anything above 600 meters. If you want to make it even more accurate, you can go every fifth meter. You can measure that off as well. So that's also fine. A good target I try and go for with my athletes is trying to go at the beginning just above 600 meters. Then you are pretty good as well. If you can get over 700, 800 meters, then you are someone that is extremely fit and doing really well. Hope you enjoyed this. Please use it as a tool in your conditioning, and I'll see you in the next video.